best free agent signing.
Okay, best one. This is tough for me to say out loud, Bruno. And the local fans of Michael Lepore will be pumping their fist at this one. But I actually think the best free agency signing, and I look at it in the way of impact on the team and culture of the team and what it means for that franchise, it's Claude Giroux to the Ottawa Senators. 3-year deal. I think it's a fair number. Well, like, look at the numbers we just said, how 5 gets you these guys like McCabe and Strome. They got Giroux for 6.25.
For 1.5 million more, essentially.
Yeah. And he signed a 3-year deal.
3-year deal.
At the end of the day, I mean, if someone would have told you that someone was going to give Giroux 5 times 7.5, I'd be like, I believe it. Like that one, like, again, a star player, guy who contributes. I think it's a really good deal for Ottawa. And I mean, they still have Stützle on his entry level deal. So that's nice for this year to add that player. Of course, they added DeBrincat as well. But like I said, like, culturally for that franchise, here is this team that everyone always shat on for not being able to bring in free agents, not being able to keep guys. I'm sure the list for Claude Giroux was long, very long. He probably had a lot of choices, especially if he was willing to take that amount. And like, apparently Florida wanted him hard. So he chose Ottawa over Florida. So it's a big signing for Ottawa, man, because again, locker room stuff, culture stuff, it excites fans. He's going to score. He could have taken more money. He could have taken more term. I think it's great for the Ottawa Senators. And people could point to, oh, he's a local guy, but that means shit. Like, that means absolute shit. Like, if he didn't sign in Ottawa, like, in his mind, I don't think he is turning his back on a chance to win the Stanley Cup because, I want to play in Ottawa. Like, no. And I don't even think he's really from Ottawa. Like, people say he's from here, but he's kind of from outside Ottawa. But I'm impressed with the deal, man. Again, the money, the term, and what it means for the franchise, the fans, a lot of excitement, a lot of momentum for the Sens right now. I think it was the biggest deal.
I like it. I don't think there's anything you could really criticize when it comes to this deal. 3 years, $6.5 million. He's still a very effective player. That top 6 in Ottawa is absolutely ferocious.
Scared, Bruno.
Like, they rank with, they're easily a top 8, I would say, forward group in the NHL now, just in terms of their top 6.
Yeah.
The issues with Ottawa, their defense core is still not good. And even their goaltending, I know they traded for Cam Talbot and Anton Forsberg is coming off a good season, but there's still a lot of question marks surrounding their goaltending.
It's fine.
And they play
like
in a very
else.
tough division.
Yeah, the division thing. Yeah.
So regardless, even though we all like what Ottawa has done this offseason, and I like the Giroux signing, it's still going to be an uphill battle for them to be competitive as quickly as maybe a lot of people think they're going to be. Crotch discomfort hurting your game? Fear no more. The kings of crotch comfort, Manscaped, have spent 2 years designing the most comfortable boxer briefs out there. Sleek, soft, comfortable, and flexible. The brand new Boxers 2.0 from Manscaped take your balls to the royal ball throne. The global leaders in below-the-waist grooming have the Lawnmower 4.0 for the trimming, so you can wear the Boxers 2.0 for the chillin'. They even trademarked the jewel pouch, so you know it's serious. I think it's time you invest in your family jewels. So let your bulge breathe and get 20% off and free shipping using the promo code GFP20 at manscaped.com. Lepore, these boxers are unbelievable, man.
They are amazing, Anthony Bruno. I always say in life, there are certain things you don't mess around with. Certain things you have to commit to. Go all the way. So when you're choosing your underwear, why wear like some shitty cotton pair or a pair that's going to ride up? Commit to Manscaped underwear because it's A+ all the way. Super comfortable, super durable, very light. You won't regret it.
Man, these boxers honestly are the best boxers I've ever worn.
Shockingly good. Yeah.
They are so damn comfortable. It's actually unbelievable. So you got the boxers, you got the Lawnmower 4.0. Don't forget about this bad boy. So many great products from Manscaped. Come on, guys. If you have not already purchased some of these Manscaped products, I don't know what you're doing, because they will take your game to the next level. So once again, You can get 20% off and free shipping using the promo code GFP20 at manscaped.com. That is 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com using the promo code GFP20.
You know what, Bruno? I think they're competitive this year.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
so you think they're probably fighting for a playoff spot?
I think, oh man, you mentioned the top six. At the end of the day, the biggest thing in the NHL is scoring goals. Okay. Giroux, DeBrincat, Stützle, Tkachuk, Batherson, Norris.
Pretty nasty.
And then even into the depth. I mean, that Pinto kid looked really good at the start of last year before he got hurt. Formington on the third line. Matthew Joseph looked good. The kid they picked up from Tampa Bay with the Nick Paul trade. They're going to score goals. They're going to score a lot of goals. Like, I think they're fighting for a playoff spot.
Okay, that's fair. I still think they missed the playoffs this year, but they better take a step up because they have not been on the trajectory that the Senators, brass thought they would be on. Even their fans, like, they were supposed to be a little bit more ahead of where they are. Yeah. And hopefully they do have their best season in the last 3 or 4 years this coming season.
The heat is on DJ Smith. If they get off to a bad start with the moves they made, he's gone. I think for the first time, it's like he's going to feel real pressure.
100%. Before we wrap this up, I will quickly mention my favorite UFA signing, and people might be absolutely stunned to hear this, but
don't say Claude Giroux, Bruno.
No, it's not Claude Giroux. It is Evander Kane.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
re-signing with the Edmonton Oilers 4 years for a little over $5 million.
Yeah.
This player is easily worth 7 or 8 million. Okay. Yeah. And I know he comes with a lot of baggage, and there's probably no team in the NHL that wanted to lock this guy up, for 5, 6, 7 years. No one wanted to do that, but he's an awesome player, a point per game player. I think he unlocked their offense last season when he came over. His ability to either play with Connor McDavid, play on the power play, play with Leon Draisaitl. Like, no matter who he plays with, he's going to produce. And I think if the Oilers lost Evander Kane, that would have been devastating for that team. A team that seemingly is sort of knocking on the door and is right there to maybe win a Stanley Cup. Losing a player like Evander Kane, who bolstered that top six, I think would have been a devastating blow. So kudos to Ken Holland and the Edmonton Oilers for bringing back Evander Kane. At that number, I think that was the best signing of NHL free agency.
Yeah, and similar to Giroux, I mean, I say props to the player. Like, the fan will say that because he could have got more elsewhere. And I said, we were talking about Johnny Gaudreau before, and a lot of guys don't care about where they play, whether their team's competitive. He liked his surroundings. The team's competitive. He felt welcomed when he was there. I like it. There's nothing negative about it. Like you said, there's only stuff to like. If you're an Oilers fan, you're stoked.
Yeah, the Oilers are looking solid. I still think they need a little bit of help, but I mean, they're in a nice spot moving into next season.